Okay, so today we're doing something a little different. We are going to test a Woobles kit, a Grinch Woobles kit. So here we have the kit. It's supposed to make this little cute little Grinch. It's supposed to be making it, he's got special eyes. This doesn't look too hard. Let's see how it works. I figured it's Christmas time. It's the Grinch. Everybody loves the Grinch. Let's try it. Little bit of red. Tiny bit of yellow. A little bit of white. A little bit of black. Some green with some stitch markers stuffed inside of it. Oh yeah, because they start the magic ring. Oh. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Because guess what, guys? I'm left-handed. Two wee woobly bits. I think this is the eyes, maybe? Some more black. The eyes. The needle. Meet the Grinch. And the little woobly bits are in a container that has a hole in the middle. And so I lost a woobly bit already. So we have some stuffing. Ah yes, the crochet hook. It has the Grinch on it. Yeah, cute. It is a Boyd style hook. So I don't love these style hooks, but because it's part of the kit, I'm gonna go ahead and try to use it. I will try not to come down too hard on it when I hate it. Okay, so it looks like the instructions are actually just in the QR code, which is a little annoying because I prefer written instructions, but pretending to be a newbie here, I should just go do the QR code. So I'll be back. Okay, so the first thing I learned is this is all on the video. There is no written instructions. This is just the video. There might be written instructions in the video, but it's in a video. The second thing I learned is that this is just right-handed. There's no left-handed version. So I'm learning a little bit about myself right now. Totally honest. I'm realizing that I'm already pretty set in my ways and I am not a good example of a beginner crocheter because I have very particular needs apparently. I hate this hook. It's a cute hook. I'm sure it's a functional hook. It's functioning technically, but I hate it. I am a Susan Boyd's girl and I'm trying really hard to use it, but I really dislike everything about it. It could be the hook, it could be the yarn, it could just be me, in my particular, maybe I didn't realize I was as set in my ways. I have been doing this for 13 years. Maybe this is just not something I can do very well. I hate it. I had to redo the magic loop because even backwards I was struggling to get the hook in. And then I'm kind of struggling to get the yarn to be like, it's a little stretchy and it doesn't look good. Like there's giant holes you can see through and I'm just like, there's no way to tighten it that tight to get it to not be that holy. I'm trying to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. I just kind of hate it already. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be open-minded and stuff, but here we are. So I'm going to switch to a hook that I'm comfortable with. This is just, it's not my style. I'm sorry, I tried. I don't like it. Let me switch to my hook. I think this said there was a 4mm hook. I don't even see it on the hook. It's a pretty hook. I like it for decorative reasons, but let me use a hook that I prefer. That'll get me closer to my comfort zone. Let me use a stitch marker. It's not theirs because, ew. Apparently I am really set in my ways, and I might not be a good person to just be like, here, let's try this kit and see if it works for people. Because apparently I have very strict needs. Anyway, I'm going to keep going on this pattern and see if I can get through it now that I have a little bit of a comfort hook. And I'm crocheting in the correct direction. Okay, so we're this far, and I do have to say that they are doing a really good job of teaching a very, very new beginner crocheter how to crochet, step by step. There are 6 or 7 videos, steps for a single crochet, and then an increase. It's driving me a little bit nutty, but I understand the need for it when you're learning to crochet. If this is the only way you've learned to crochet, this makes sense to explain to somebody like this. I get it. So no flacker. It's definitely for very beginners. So kudos for them for getting the right audience for this. They shouldn't charge as much as they charge for a single plushie and some lessons, but anyway, here we are. We're going. I think we're getting through the tutorial part so we can just sail smoothly and get this guy done. Oh, and switching to my own crochet hook has helped a ton. So that's just me being very unmoving in my needs. So that's fine. It's okay. So, oh, and a different stitch marker because apparently I don't use regular plastic stitch markers. It's fine. Again, that's a me thing, not a woobles thing. It works. It's fine. We're moving on. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It's starting to feel normal. So we have a body. I can't say it looks cute right now, but it's functional. Some of the stitches look really stretched, and some of them look okay. Like the bottom stitches, I'm using a 4mm hook, which is what they're using in the pack, and my tension is very tight. It's just the yarn. I've heard this before, that the tension is just hard to get and there's always holes. So I try not to overstuff it, so I did have some stuffing left over. Not a ton, but a little bit, I think. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm working on finishing it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I finished him. He's all done. Oh boy, I learned some things about myself today, okay? So, pretty sure I'm a little bit autistic, but this has definitely revealed some things that I cannot budge on as far as my crochet. First of all, I have to have a Susan Bates crochet hook. The other style, I know tons of people who use it, but I am not good at this with this hook. I don't think it's the hook. The hook is pretty, it's cute, and it looks functional. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's smooth, but I don't do it. Like, it's not working for me. So I used my own hook, which is Susan Bates, sorry, and everything went a little bit better. A little bit rigid there, sorry. The next thing I noticed is this yarn is technically like a fabric. Let me see if I can find a piece that I cut. It's actually a fabric. I don't know if you can see it, probably not. Let me get in front of my face. It's actually a fabric with stuffing inside. So that's a little weird. That would explain the tension issues, because this is a little bit stretchy because it's fabric. And then one of the pieces that I was using, actually the fabric started to fray a little bit, but that was the only time I had that issue. So here you can see, let me get it in front of my face, the stuffing coming out of the fabric. It wasn't hard to work with. It sewed really well. It did everything it was supposed to do. But inside the fabric is the stuffing. Just interesting, different things I learned. It's a beginner kit. It is for beginners. I think as somebody who knows my stitches, knows what I'm doing, it feels so step-by-step heavy that it's hard to follow, just because I'm so I'm not in this place anymore. As a beginner, I'm not a beginner. I think this is a really good kit for a beginner. I think the price is outrageous, but the yarn being stuffed, fabric stuffed with yarn, actually kind of explains some of the price, because that has to be way more expensive than just making yarn. Anyway, I think the yarn's a little overkill, but it does help from the fraying and stuff. It is a little bit difficult to sew with, because like with a needle, you kind of, sometimes you can go in between the strands of fiber when you're crocheting with normal yarn, acrylic, or even plush yarn. You can go in between the strands. Not plush. Plush doesn't have strands. Anyway, the point is, normally you can kind of like actually catch the in between the yarn, which, as long as you're doing embroidery, is fine. You don't want to do it when you're crocheting, which is the point of this yarn, I think, is it's making it easier for a beginner to just focus on the stitches and focus on the step by step. This is how you do a single crochet. This is how you do an increase, and not worry about my hook went into the wrong, like in between the strands of fiber on the yarn. So Woobles is a kit that does actually teach people how to crochet, and that I cannot fault. Now, lo and behold, surprise, not really, this is not for people who know what they're doing. I think if you know the stitches, this is already, you're already above this as far as level. The patterns are not worth it, I think, individually. Like, it's a very basic pattern. Like, you can find free Grinches that are cuter than this. And the eyes, I don't know where you would find these eyes outside of the Woobles kit, but I don't think they're super cute by any means. I don't think they make or break the Grinch. His smile is crooked. Oh well. It's an okay pattern. There's nothing fantastic about it. The pattern, the kit itself does teach crochet, so I'm not faulting them for the job that they successfully did. I will not be probably buying another Woobles kit unless it is for demonstration purposes, because I don't need it. And I don't think the majority of people who are learning to crochet, if you have any history of crocheting at all, you don't need this kit. You can find a free pattern on Instagram and tutorials on YouTube. I know some people, I literally know somebody who learned to crochet with Woobles, and that's fine. But these kits are $35 plus dollars for a little tiny thing. And I feel like that's super overpriced. But if that's how you need to learn, that's reasonable. So, the moral of the story, the conclusion, it did its job. It is a beginner tutorial on how to crochet. It did its job. It came out like a Grinch. This is not the only way to learn to crochet. This is a valid way to learn to crochet. So, it is an expensive way to learn to crochet though, because you can learn with a skein of yarn, YouTube, and a hook. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like the video and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you next time.